wonderful time it is to be on today. I spent about 10 minutes waiting for the rain to go away, and now we are here. Welcome everyone to Runestone Season 2. We're here at my starter base, or cave if you'd like to call it. Ouch. Welp, he's dead now anyways. Today I wanted to give you guys a tour of my base and place this season. Right now we are at the construction zone for the starter cave. I don't really have any ideas on the design for this cave base. However, I've been experimenting lately with different build styles, and I want to integrate those styles into this base and hopefully make it look not only wonderful but functional, as it is a base I will be living in temporarily until I start to build my mega base. If you guys watched my Building Your Comments in Minecraft series, which you should definitely check out, then you would notice the changes and evolution of my build style. I've started to add colors, shading, and unique shapes into my builds, which has really helped me to create more realistic and scenic builds, many of which I still find myself looking at closely and thinking to myself on the changes I could have made. There is quite a lot of builds I have made around the server to show this. However, today will not be the day, as 1, I don't feel like traveling all the way to spawn, and 2, we will see it in the next episode, as it is a tour of the entire server, which may have to be split into 2 separate episodes due to the amount of builds many have made. But don't worry, we'll check them out soon. Right now, I'm going to take you guys outside, away from the skeleton XP farm I used to get XP to repair my tools. I don't really use this place other than for enchanting. However, it's a nice place to have within the base, and it's useful. Right now, we are on the path I created that connects my cave base all the way to these farms I made over here. Speaking of farms, the first farm on the list is the iron farm. Although it's not the best or fastest design, it still gives me all the iron I need, which is essential to create future builds and farms. However, I noticed recently that my iron in the chests are recently disappearing in large quantities. Probably one of, if not the second most important farm in the server has to be the moss farm. Moss, seeds, and bone meal are some of the things I desperately need for my mega base this season. And with this farm, it has been helping me with that. With the moss farm is a temporary makeshift lava farm, since I always AFK at the farm and forget to turn it off, causing the lava source to be destroyed. And apparently I went AFK for too long that the redstone broke. With the surplus of bone meal I store, I sometimes use it over here at my wood farm. This farm has produced a lot of different types of logs, many of which I sold to the other members for some diamonds. It's a great farm to have on a world. Over here is where I have all my villagers. I'm currently planning a giant villager warehouse facility, where the villagers can freely roam around the complex while I trade with them for some goods. These 2 villagers are the reason for the amount of villagers you will soon see, and are partially responsible for some lag within the server. And right there is the child they have created. I gave them potatoes, so the farmer can harvest the potato and breed with the other villager. However, it seems that some wheat has made its way onto the field. Down here is a temporary killing chamber for any more villagers the breeders produce. Before I added this, there were about 100 or more villagers bobbing up and down here, causing a bunch of lag around the server. Over here is where I keep all my farmer villagers at, which I use them to sell the melons and pumpkins my farm produces to earn some emeralds in order to buy more stuff from other villagers. I plan to have a lot of villagers working at the warehouse I will construct soon, which will help me get a lot of blocks, XP, and other essentials I might need in the future. However, I think it's time to head back to the cave as the sun is slowly setting. I'm really excited to share with you guys all the stuff I have planned for this season of Runestone. It's going to be a great season, and I have a lot of plans and builds for the future which I really hope will look cool. I hope in the next episode we can meet some of the others and they can give a tour of their bases. Today, I'm glad I got to show you around my base and the projects I have planned for this season of Runestone. Soon this place will look fabulous, decorated, and finally livable. However, that will come in the next episode, as it's time to say goodbye. Thank you very much for watching, and I am very excited about this season. Thank you, and take care.